特別資料ということで、私が2007年の12月に香港でやった講演をお届けしたいと思います。この講演資料というのは非公開のものですけれども、実は香港、この後どうするのかというようなことを非常に悩んでいるところがありまして、中国がものすごい発展しておりますので、香港には買い物客、観光客だけでも年間に1300万人も来ると。これはこれでご同系の至りなんですけれども、マカオというのがそこに飛び出してきて、こっちは2000人近い人が海外から来ると。非常に小さい地域国家に過ぎないんですけれども、返還後のマカオ一時低迷してましたけれども、今はベガスを抜くですね、繁栄をしてます。そういったその香港の将来、どう見るのか、東アジアの発展とともに考えていくということで、私は地域国家論、ビジョンステートというものをですね、昔から提案しておりますし、私の基本的なフレームワークというのは、海外でよく知られているものはですね、ビジョンステート、要するに地域国家の時代なんだと、国民国家、ネーションステートの時代ではないんだと、こういうことを言っております。で、それに対して、異論ももちろんありますけれども、世界の人々はそれをよく見て、地域が発展するっていうのは、ボーダレス経済、グローバル経済の時代には、非常に、納得できる必然であると。で、香港をどう考えたらいいかと。それを東アジアのコンテクストの中で、ぜひお前さん意見を言ってくれと。こういうことで私は言ってまいりました。で、この講演はですね、実は映像のクオリティがあまり良くない。したがって皆さんも若干見苦しいかもしれませんが、パワーポイントを皆さんの方にダウンロードできるように準備しておりますので、そういった資料を見ながら自分だったら同じことをどうやって表現するのかということを含めてですね、この資料をただ単にパッシブに見てるだけじゃなくて、その資料の1枚だけでも自分のパワポスクリーンに出してみて、自分はそれの説明をどうするかっていうようなことを練習する意味で使っていただきたい。何か気に入った図があれば皆さんは将来自分の財産としてどっかで使っていただいても結構です。ただしクレジット、大前さんというのはちゃんと入れといていただきたいと思いますけれども、それでですね、この講演はなぜ私は皆さんに見ていただきたいと思っているかっていうと、私は年間に6、7回海外での講演をいたします。その講演の、典型的なものであるということと、それから最後に質疑応答があるんですね。で、質疑応答っていうのは、ちょっと質問が聞き取りにくい、会場から聞き取りにくいこともありますけれども、やはりこういう質問に対してこう答えるという、これをですね、エグザンプルとして見ていただくと、皆さんにとっても参考になるんではないかというふうに思いましたので、非常に典型的な講演であるということ、割に新しい素材であるということ、そしてまた質疑応答がついてるんで、この部分の映像クオリティはひどいんですけれども、したがって BBT では放映できないというぐらいのものなんですけども、BBT はスカイパーフェクトでもやってますんでね、したがって、皆さんはビデオオンディマンドでこれを見ていただいて、英語の声の方は聞こえると思いますので、ぜひですね、これを一つの参考にして、インターナライズ、自分のものとして、使っていただきたいと思います。どうぞ。
Thank you, Zohar, and ladies and gentlemen, it's a great pleasure for me to be able to come back to Hong Kong, whose economy is in good shape. Last time I spoke in front of a large audience in Hong Kong, it was 6 or 7 years ago, when Hong Kong's economy was depressed. People were not looking up, and I had just written a book called China Impact. And this book is, in my own sort of analysis, is the first book to have talked about China as a customer. China as a customer of Hong Kong, China as a customer of Japan, China as a customer. Prior to that book, which is now translated into Chinese and many other languages, people were talking about China as a threat. So it was a market departure from the past. And I predicted in that particular speech that Hong Kong will have customers from China coming over to Hong Kong, maybe 10 million, maybe 15 million. But the first step for Hong Kong is to develop the database of these customers, as you will do in any marketing. And the question is, do you know these Chinese customers by name, by address, by phone, by any kind of reach? And of course, this has happened. 13 million people visit Hong Kong, each spending $3,000 per visitor. And Hong Kong is now seeing an unprecedented prosperity, particularly helped by the Chinese visitors. Japan is also getting some windfall of this for the first time in the last couple of years. On the Chinese New Year's Day, Japanese shops are full of these Chinese tourists, and they are in the snow of Hokkaido, and we are feeling the impact of Chinese travelers. So it's a new world. Howling, can you control this? Yes? Okay. So for the first time, we are seeing this wave of Chinese tourists going not only to Macau and Hong Kong, but to the rest of the world. China is globalizing, and as I will be talking about their progress to date, they still have a long way to go. They have moved into large cities in China, but there are still 800 million people left in the rural areas. And therefore, there's plenty of room for them to grow and for us to enjoy as their per capita income grows. Today, I like to talk about this next global stage. And of course, we have challenges and opportunities, and hopefully we can capture the opportunities as well. I have written a book on this subject, particularly in my more recent books like The Invisible Continent and The Next Global Stage. These books deal with the entire world. But today, I like to restrict myself to this region, East Asia, because that alone is big enough. We today have an enormous opportunities on the whole world. So I will just touch base with you on the opportunities around the world. Right after the Cold War was over, American dominance, single hegemony, was so pronounced that some people said that this America's single hegemony would last for the next 50 years. Well, today, we don't hear about them. I traveled through East Europe, I traveled through Turkey, I'll travel through India, etc., except for American global corporations. We just don't hear about America anymore. And the reason is very simple. Look at the opportunities elsewhere in the world. This is year 2005. If you are interested in making money, this is the index. So you'll be buying ETF or something as index to these markets. Opportunities to make more than 30, 40% world over. It's no longer monopolized by OECD, nor by America, nor by Japan, nor by the top leading companies. And this is the result of 2007. And of course, China, Shanghai has been doing great, although they are now in the process of a little adjustment. But nonetheless, if you started out 2 years ago, you're still okay. And of course, Hong Kong is also going to get this. And double listing companies between Shanghai and Hong Kong are also giving you a tremendous opportunity for arbitrage. Did you know that Peru market grew fastest outside of China? And who would have bet on Peru? January 1 of year 2006, and you would have made more than 100%. So this is the kind of opportunities we're talking about. Year before that, it was India, and year before that, it was Turkey, and of course, year before that was Czech, Poland, and Hungary. What I'm saying is that the opportunities to make money is widely spread all over the world. You have to be a globalist